Hello! Oh my god, we are live.
Yeah. Okay, let's wait for people to come in first. Wait, let me try to share the link.
No, don't need to share the link.
You need? Okay.
Just stop.
Hello, Catherine.
Because we need it to be a video, so just start. And we're keeping them waiting.
Okay. Hello, guys. Okay, so today, right, we'll be talking to the developers of Mahjong Friends Online, and also we'll be teaching you, right, on how to access the Singapore Mahjong features on Mahjong Friends Online. Okay, so especially during this phase 2 heightened alert period, right, then y'all cannot go play with your friends, right? And I think most of you are already playing this game lah, huh? So but just go through on how you can play your Singapore Mahjong on Mahjong Friends Online. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so just need to click play now. So for the Android phones and the iPhone, you can go to the App Store, Play Store, download the app. Whereas for the laptop people, right, and desktop people, right, you all can just click play now and it'll be a browser game. Okay, so firstly you need to enter your username. So we have it right here. Then it's like blah. Okay, then we create a new game. Okay, so after you enter the lobby, right, you have to go to the settings, and then you must turn on the animals and turn on the flower and seasons, and turn everything else except the dragon and winds off lah, huh? Okay, then you just need to click start game, and you can start playing already. Okay, so you see, this one is like our automatic table like that. You see, look almost the same thing, right? Like
But
the same thing.
digital, but
Yes,
digital.
digital.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all can like change the round win in the center of table. Okay, you see north, south, east, west. Then you can switch the dealer also. So how do you switch the dealer? Like very manual one. You just change the dice, right? Then you switch dealer. Okay, see
You have to drag the dice.
Yeah, you have to drag it
the
manually.
dice.
You see look at the dice. Then you see the dealer change.
It's so cute. Oh my god.
Then you see you can manually roll the dice also. See Wow, the dice result
But
is 8.
I think they cannot see because we're blocking it.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's siam first, siam.
Ah!
Okay, we click roll the dice. Wow, it's 7. Okay,
Okay,
wait,
you can
7.
show them. It's right there.
Okay, 2 snake eye Okay, so let's say it's 2, right? We count 1, 2, then we click on the third one. Then we can deal tiles already. Wow, you see it's so simple. Okay, then after that we can 补花, okay? So it's like replace the flowers. Then we
Have
go
to take
to
out
the
take out manually.
Yeah, you take out manually, one by one.
Very authentic.
Yes. So you can 小相公 in this game also, elephant in this game. So be careful, okay? So when playing, be careful.
It sounds like something we'll do.
Yeah, I know, right?
Or
So
if you can actually take from the wrong wall, you know.
oh wait, how?
Demonstrate.
笑料 cannot 乱相.
Oh, cannot.
Yes, but you can steal people tile lah, like take his tile, purposely take his tile and give it to him. I think it's a feature that we can we'll talk about later.
Yes.
Yeah, can 乱相 one. Okay, so now right, we'll be introducing the developers to you, so you get to know them better. Yeah, and you also get to ask your questions after whatever, after this lah, huh? So stay tuned until the end.
Okay. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Pleased to be here.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with Alex. Yeah, so
Can we have all of you to introduce yourselves and
Yup.
maybe what you guys did for the game?
Yeah, I'm people call me Alex in real life, and if you ever see me on Discord, it will be just Alex underscore, and if you ever see me on Reddit, it will be Alexei, like Lexa. And what I'm doing, doing programming for this game, and it was quite a lot of work.
Okay. I heard y'all took like 1 year to develop this whole game, right?
Yeah, and of course I play it. So I play MCR in with my friends in Canada, and it's not only friends. Thanks to the game, we had an opportunity to meet people from other places, and we played with the best MCR player in Belgium.
Ooh, sounds cool.
Yeah, and really enjoyed. And I also play Riichi, and now it's not only my friends, but also we met a player from Spain and a player from UK and played together. We could not have done it without the game. We of course you can play Riichi on Tenho or Mahjong Soul, but this is not the same because here you actually play like you are sitting with meeting people alive. You're talking with them, you're laughing with them. It's almost a real life game.
Yeah, it's really like a real life game.
And I always wanted to play Singapore Mahjong in person, but in Toronto we don't really have people who play Singapore Mahjong. So at some point I tried to teach my family to play it, but I really want to play with somebody who already has experience and can tell me if I'm doing something wrong. So I hope I will have a chance to do that at some point.
Yes, then we can play with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
On our stream. Yes.
It would be great.
Yay. Okay, so Martin and Jackie.
Count me in too. I'll play.
Yeah, then we have 4 players.
Yes, just nice.
I'm Martin, and I started to look when we were moving house, we were losing or moving away from a lot of friends we play Mahjong with, and we had lockdown. Everyone knows what lockdown is, and I thought, let's play Mahjong online, and I looked for games, and there are many games, but I wanted something that felt like I was still with friends and would get the buzz you get when you're laughing and joking with friends. And so I asked around, and then I got into a conversation with Alex, and we chatted for ages, and then Alex got Paul involved, and by that time the three of us took that offline, and we said, well, look, what would it take? I said, it should be easy. I'm just looking for a table and some tiles. And Alex and Paul took on the challenge, and of course it wasn't easy. It took a year. My role, I've been sort of helping with making sure we define what it is the objective is, and I had the terrible task with Jackie, who will talk shortly, of testing hundreds of hours of playing Mahjong. How difficult.
Terrible. Wonderful.
So, and we've got this wonderful game. We play maybe 6, 7, 8 hours a week with friends, and we're still in touch. We're still as if we're with them. So, Jackie?
Well, I got involved because my husband got involved. We both have backgrounds in the software industry, although we're both retired now. And my particular expertise was technical documentation and training. So when the time came to do the help screens and all of that, Alex did a marvelous job of getting all the information, but it sort of needed polishing up for readability and so on. And that's where I came in.
How about you, Paul? So where are you from, Paul?
Yeah, I'm from Melbourne, in Australia, and I don't know. I met these crazy people on Reddit, and I think Alex first. We were talking, and Alex was saying, wondering like how hard would it be? I said, "Oh, we could do that." So we sat together and we knocked out a prototype reasonably quickly, I think. We had something that was actually workable. We could all play ourselves and had a game. You know, I'm in Australia. We've got, you know, UK and US there, and we managed to get through a game, so that was pretty good. So yeah, that must say anyway. I work in IT as well, so I do data analytics for Accenture in my day job. But and I've been doing probably hobby app development for about 5 or 6 years. I've got a number of Mahjong apps in the store as well. And this was sort of a very different idea, and I thought, yeah, it's a good idea. Let's do this. I've always wanted to play Taiwanese style as well, with 16 tiles. I think that would be really
Wow,
good.
okay.
Personally, I play a lot of Hong Kong style and a little bit of Riichi and a little bit of Zung Jung. Mahjong, I compete in competitions. When I'm usually here in Australia, I'll be the only Westerner probably there. And the first time I turned up, they asked if I was lost.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's good fun. It's a great game. I've had I've been able to play Hong Kong style Mahjong in a Buddhist temple in Guangzhou. That was my best experience of playing Mahjong.
What?
Very zen experience. Oh my god. Okay, so I heard that Paul has like a very big story on how you guys came together to create this game. So maybe you could tell us about it.
Well, I think we just met on Reddit. I think Alex and I think you guys had already started talking about it, I think, and I said, well, yeah, we can pull it together. Let's try Unity and let's try this. And I probably had the experience of knowing what bits to pull together to get something working, and got a prototype. We got something workable pretty quickly, which was not bad. And then Alex took it like to a whole new level because it wasn't very polished. It was, you know, it worked. That's the best we could say, I guess. You know, we would disconnect sometimes, and we'd have, you know, strange things happening with the walls. And remember the wobbling tiles and the floating tiles, or the tiles that would disappear through the board and disappear into Neverland. So yeah, we had some interesting bugs along the way. It was good fun. Yeah.
Okay, what about the people play testing it though? What's your like main difficulty in play testing so many games for the developers to debug?
Yeah, it's yeah. Look, it's been good fun, I think, hasn't it? It's I'd say and we've had a few sessions with us. You know, Martin, Jackie, Alex, and myself. We've played a few games as well. A few nights we sat there for a few hours. And
So do you guys ever
I'm not
like...
even sure what style of Mahjong were we actually playing. That wasn't American, was it? It was.
No, you bowed to our requirement, and we played classical Chinese.
All right. I guess that's the great thing about this application is it's not any particular style. It's designed to cater for every style. So whether that's Singapore style, Taiwanese, Hong Kong, you know, traditional, Zung Jung, it can cope with all those varieties. So long as you've got 4 people that agree on the rules, which is the main thing.
Yes, it's amazing.
And, you know, Alex has done a really good job of streamlining a lot of stuff to make it a lot easier. When we first did it, it was pretty much a free-for-all. So just imagine a board with tiles, and you just drag them wherever you want. That's pretty much what we did initially. So, yeah. And a lot of things could go wrong at that point. Yeah.
And did.
It's so...
And
Actually,
Martin's done a great job of making it look really, really polished now too.
Mm.
I really love the numbering on the tiles is fantastic. It's actually really, really good, and the lighting on the board. And I can really appreciate that because I have a number of apps and they don't look as good as this.
Oh my god.
One of the challenges was that it should be usable on a phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, sometimes in the early days, you had to keep using your fingers to zoom in on a phone to find out what the tiles were, and it detracted from the game. You still have to do that occasionally, but the design tries to compromise between being able to see it on a phone but look good across all platforms. So there's more we could do. We're thinking about different tile sets and different tables and things like that there's lots of ideas we have.
Actually, it was a lot of work to make it playable on small screen. You can't imagine how much work it is, and because it's very tricky. And at some point, I was like, I'm actually able to play on my phone. Wow, how good it be? Because I'm not very good at doing things on the phones. It's small, the fingers are big, and you don't see where. But then I am actually playing. Wow. And it works on Android phones and on iPhones, iPods.
And you've got to appreciate the calculations behind a lot of things. And Alex will know what I'm talking about. But, the screen is 2D, right? And then you've got a 3D projection.
Yeah.
And you're moving your finger in 2D. And it's got to actually calculate where that is on the 3D space.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Find the right tile and then follow your finger, and your finger's moving in a 2D space, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually, there's a lot of maths going on in the background on that's happening, and even simple things like arranging the discards or sorting the tiles. How long did it take us to get it so that you could put the tiles wherever you wanted in your hand? Remember that even something simple like that. I know Alex and I fought with that for a long time. I think I put the dice in there originally with the animation, and then Alex made them work properly. And then I think when I did them, they were just like dumb dice. They would roll, but we didn't even know what numbers. It's one thing to see what numbers are there. It's another thing for the program to know what number is there. So there's a lot of complications in just little things, but these are the things that we put all the effort into, rather than, I've done some other Mahjong apps and a lot of effort is on the AI. On this one, there's no AI, right? It's always humans playing, but there's a lot more effort in terms of interaction. Things like dealing tiles and those sort of things. Dealing tiles, reconnecting when you lose connection. Somebody's on their phone and the phone rings. Now, a lot of people don't realise that when you get a phone call, even if you don't answer it, it's actually disconnected you from the internet.
Yes, correct.
Right? So you're no longer connected. And if that disconnection is too long, or for any reason is too long, it loses a heartbeat and it loses that player. Okay? So that can be a huge problem. Then the game doesn't know what to do after that. So Alex did some really, really good work on automatically recovering the game and even in the worst case, manually recovering the game, and that works really well.
Sounds good.
There's some of the trickier bits and some of the challenges I think we had to deal with.
I think if the computer is doing all of the moving, then the programming is at one level. But if you let 4 humans do anything they like at the same time, then it's chaos.
Yeah.
And really,
Well, you imagine, like, whenever you're moving a tile, everybody else sees that tile moving.
and
that's
could
more
be
like a
moving
real
as
situation.
well.
Yeah.
But they could also be moving their tile. So, and that gives a lot more realism because, sometimes when I'm playing someone, I want to see that they actually considered moving this tile and not this tile. Because it tells you about, maybe they're calling, maybe they got too many. Maybe I need to be careful of this person. So it gives you there's a whole lot of extra cues you're getting, which you don't get when you don't see that immediate interaction.
The human elements.
Yeah. So actually you guys worked so long on like playing Mahjong and stuff. So do you ever get sick of looking at Mahjong tiles or like playing the game?
No, I get excited.
Oh,
Wow.
How can I make a new set of tiles?
I think I own about 5 or 6 Mahjong sets, maybe more.
Wow.
I even have some with my own logo printed on the back.
Wow.
There's a place I go to in Mongkok where I get my own tiles made up, and usually I come back on the plane with like 2 sets and try and sneak them through hand luggage because they weigh too much.
Yes.
So, yeah, but no, I'm lucky enough to be able to also still physically play as well. My mother-in-law and my wife play, and my nephew plays. So we even during lockdown, we're sort of still able to catch up and play sometimes, which is not too bad. Yeah. We actually have 4 people in here at the moment, and we can actually play ourselves, even though even though we're shut out from the rest of the world at the moment.
Yeah.
We haven't played with real tiles in well over a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So other than the difficulties of creating the game, so let's say after you created the game, right? So do you have any difficulties spreading the awareness of this game to the general public or audience, like at the start?
A lot of difficulty. I sent press releases out to every news outlet in Singapore, Hong Kong, and in the US and UK and Europe, and I don't think any of them picked it up. I contacted through various forums hundreds of people, but every so often somebody somewhere picks it up. And suddenly the light goes on, and they're and it's very slow. In one of the markets, which is huge but very closed, is the American rules, which we can play. And I joined their Facebook page, and I set up little games with people to seed the ideas, so people can see the difference with what else is out there. So, but it has been terribly difficult breaking through what is a lot of clutter and noise in our lives, not just Mahjong. We are bombarded with information.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think now,
I think
like
that Japan Sino group wasn't bad either. So we got some people on that were using one of my other apps. I thought this was a better fit for what they were trying to do, because they're a club. They all know the same rules. They're trying to play and organise games, and they're stuck in lockdown. It sort of fits exactly the scenario that we were trying to fit. And I think that's Hiroshi in Japan. They play a Chinese style of Mahjong in Japan, and I think it's called the Jap Sino Mahjong group or something. So they've been starting to use it on a regular basis now as well, and I think there's a lot of Bing Barton's had a bit of success with some American Mahjong groups, and obviously Singapore, Lei Homa. I know a bit of Cantonese, like Yamo Gaucho.
yeah. Oh my god, Cantonese.
Sick joy for me.
Yeah.
You actually can't speak Cantonese. Yeah. You have lost touch with it.
So guys, if you know somebody in Philippines, please tell them that they can play Filipino Mahjong using our game.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
support everything. They can play 16
That's a good
tiles.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, everything they want to do in Filipino Mahjong, they can do here. And we don't know how to get to them and to tell them about them.
Yeah, hopefully our viewers who in
Yeah,
Philippines
Philippines.
will see this and they'll feel like, oh, maybe they can play this too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard there's like a very huge success in Canada with the MCR tournament, right there. Yeah, so it's like how do you like manage to find this organization and like get them to use this app and host a structured tournament with it?
Wait, in Canada, I already know people because I'm in MCR club and I played in competitions, and there is more than one MCR club in Toronto, and I know people here, and my friend knows people. So it wasn't even me; it was my friend who told the management of big MCR club in Toronto that, about our game, and people got interested. They see that this is something that works, that this is something that can keep club activity going.
I mean, the difficulty is getting people to actually try it. Once they try it, we have a lot of success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, the Dutch in Holland, they have been running a competition with the game, and they're very, very happy with the game.
Yeah. Just like us Singaporeans right here.
Yeah. So actually, the
Yeah.
good thing about the game, right, is that in Singapore, the Singaporean rules are different from house to house.
Yes,
So,
correct.
yeah, you can visit one person's house and they'll play a completely different rule set from the other. Yeah. So yeah, that's why it's like I think it's a perfect fit for Singapore
Singaporean.
Mahjong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you guys have any like upcoming updates or anything new that you want to add into the game?
Yeah,
I think maybe that helped with tournaments. Maybe might be something to sort of a club can have like a private. So in other words, so that people that are not in your club don't connect. So you set up like a private competition, and you get like a private group of users that can connect to that
Sounds cool.
that service, and maybe even help with a leaderboard or something. We've been talking about that behind the scene, and then I think there was, Martin had some other ideas around different tile sets and some other capabilities, different tables.
Ooh.
We are getting we are starting to get feedback, people asking for things, and we are going to work on it. So somebody asked me about Fey jokers.
Oh,
I,
yes.
I didn't know that Singapore Mahjong sometimes people add Fey jokers. Okay,
Yes.
so we need to work on it. We are going to add them. Now, somebody asked me about Malaysian 3-player.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
We need to add it.
I think I did.
Apparently, we don't have it. We need to add it. And there are other questions, and sometimes people ask about things that I didn't even think that somebody would need it, but people want it. People asked me about the limit on maximum payments that you can make, so that people will not be able to make a mistake and pay 100,000 to another player.
Yeah.
So we need to consider this. And I really want to add language support, particularly support for Chinese. It may not be easy, but we really intend to work on it.
Yeah, it's something we can do. Yeah. Yeah, and look, my wife is native Cantonese, so she can help out with that as well. So yeah. So how's things in Singapore at the moment? It'd be nice and warm there.
Oh,
But actually,
All
in
year
most
round.
of your parts of the world, we have here it's about 6 degrees outside, with horizontal rain at the moment,
what?
and really windy. It's horrible outside.
Like an English summer, Paul.
No, send me some summer. I think I'm over.
We can move it.
I'm
We
over
can come move
winter
over.
already.
Send us some winter. It's
Yes.
really hot here.
I know, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
hiding in
I've been to
our
Singapore a few times. It's usually very hot.
yes, too hot. We're hiding in our little aircon room.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so just to wrap things up, is there anything that you guys want to say to your fans in Singapore? Because there's a lot of young people playing your game in Singapore. So is there anything you want to say to them?
I very happy to see that people are playing and people enjoying our game. And please write to us. Please, if you feel you need something is missing, please tell us about it, because if you don't tell, how would we know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
That is a key thing to give us feedback, let us know how it's going.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we're
Discord,
just plugging away in the back room somewhere, and we don't know what's going on. We could be adding features that no one wants. It's best if people talk to us.
yeah, send us an email, join Discord, talk with us on Discord, tell us something.
Yeah, and would it be good for all the young people, because young people have grown up with phones and computers and things like that, but teach their parents and teach their grandparents so that they can play together.
Yeah.
People can connect to us through. We have a Facebook page. We have a Discord. We can provide the links in the comments as well. But you guys probably already know how to contact us as well. But yeah, we're a friendly bunch. We will answer. No question is too stupid. We will. And we're happy to just talk about Mahjong generally. Maybe you just want to know where do we get tile sets from? Like real tile sets. I can talk to you about anything.
Oh.
It's all good.
Anything Mahjong related is fine.
Okay, guys, could you already tell me just one small question? Somebody asked about using 3 dice.
Yes.
Do you guys
Oh, yeah.
play with 3 dice or 2 dice?
We use 3 dice in
Actually,
Singapore,
I play
but
with 3.
most part of the world use 2 dice. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Hong Kong use 3 dice.
Same. Yeah. Okay, so thank you guys so much for coming for the interview. Okay, we'll just end the stream. Okay, so thank you. Maybe you can say bye to all the viewers.
We can't say how excited we were to hear all these young people were playing in Singapore. It has been really a reward in itself for us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much also. We're so grateful that you guys came over to talk on our channel and stuff. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Bye.